What's up, y'all? It's Lori, the bike chick from Simpsons Fitness and Adventure Sports in Tyler, Texas. We had a customer get a electric Trek Rail 9.8. I have the 9.7, so there's some pretty significant differences between the two, starting with the actual battery life. So they have increased the distance from here to here, and this is a longer, oh, you can so tell, this is a longer battery, so they're able to increase the actual ride distance. So instead of getting 40 miles on Eco, say you can get 80 miles. So going longer distance, and then you can ride in higher levels like in turbo for a longer period of time. For Justin, he weighs like, I don't know, maybe 240 pounds. He cannot ride in turbo he just can't do it because he weighs more. He needs this bike, but he's not getting this bike because he has to ride with me. And I ride mine off a lot. And so, or if we're racing, I can be in turbo because I'm lighter, and then I can win. So if you want to go longer distances, or if you weigh more, this is important to have a longer battery life. It's huge. Another thing too is that they have, the motor is different. So it's an actual Bosch CX motor. And I haven't ridden it, but from what I've been told, when you're actually coming on and off the power, it's more seamless. It's like you getting like higher quality gear shifters, and you're shifting gears and you don't have that jerk in between. So you're more smooth in the power.
Maximum torque is 75 Newton meters.
Another guy kind of explained it. Well, I'm gonna explain it kind of like a clock. You've got all these hands on the clock. So from right here, it's starting to generate power as opposed to like right here. So it's more seamless. It's still producing the same amount of power, it's just not as jerky. It's more smooth. All right, he chose to get electronic shifting. So some of them you can choose like electric or non-electric. He chose the GX shifting, and this paddle is a little bit different than mine because I'm used to the top of the line. I think it's different, maybe it's not.
It's the same pod, it's a different paddle.
Yeah, that's different to me.
So, and you can change that one out.
Yeah, and you can also decide like upshift or downshift in your app on your phone. It comes with an app on your phone. It's a SRAM app, which that app also has smart, intelligent stuff on your actual wheels. Oh, he doesn't have this.
No.
So some of them do have this where there's this little shock wizard thing, and if it's green, you're good, and it tells you like how much air that you have like on your app. But then if you're like, oh, well, we'll go on our rides and we're like, I gotta check my air pressure, But if that's on there, you don't have to take the time of getting your pump out and saying, well, let me check it, because usually, depending on hot or cold, you might not have to air your tires up for a couple of days. This doesn't have it. I thought it did.
No, this one doesn't have the tire pressure monitor.
That's so cool.
The 9.9 has the tire pressure monitor.
Yeah, so and it also, the 9.9 had like this little thing for your shock tube, and like we call my dad's bike blinker because like it's always red, which is actually red is wrong. It's supposed to be green because he runs his like way lower pressure than what they suggest.
It's because he didn't set his up.
That's the tire whizzes that are not on this bike, but you can get them later.
Yeah.
He maybe not, but like I call it a blinker or Rudolph because it like blinks all the time. So anyways, but I don't know, some of that stuff might be overkill for me, kind of like it might be overkill. But at the end of the day, knowing if your tire has enough air or not, and not having to, oh my gosh, we have to go all the way to the back of the van, and I'm climbing through to get my pump just to check my tires, and they're fine. They're fine. Same, I mean, the pressure's fine, but I had to crawl back there to get it. So that's probably an add-on you can do later. All right, let me talk about some other stuff. The suspension on this bike is just like the Trek Slash almost. This is just the electric version. So we're looking at 160 millimeters in the front and 150 in the back. So literally you can just attack anything on the downhill, just boom, 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 anything aggressive. Another thing too is that it's extremely upright, because the more suspension you have here, you're just upright in that bike. So your elbows don't hurt, your wrists don't hurt, because you're not putting all that load on your body. You're more like chilling and relaxed. So I love that about this bike. I love this bike so much that I ride this bike probably 99% of the time, and then it even rides good off. Y'all can like just beat me up in the comments, please. Beat me up in the comments. I know. And while you're at it, like and subscribe and hit the bell too. But I swear, you guys, don't knock it until you try it, because it is so much fun off. It just rolls really good because it's heavy. It's like a bowling ball, and once it's in motion, it stays in motion, which is amazing. And then like on the hills, you just feel like you're getting like this buzz of a workout because you're just digging hard, which is amazing. But then I can go e-bike, and once it cuts off at 20 miles an hour, I can power through and beat my husband. All right, let's talk about the shock. So this shock, I get more in depth, but in basic layman's terms, what they say about the shock, and I haven't ridden it yet, is that it sticks to the ground more. So, and this bike's probably not gonna have kickup. My bike doesn't have kickup because the thing weighs so much, you know. But it's just supposed to be more like stiction wise on it. What else do you think, James? I don't know if there's anything else.
The updated headset bearing.
Oh, this is huge because it is huge.
Yeah.
This is bigger right here. And the main thing is that it less flexion, and it will actually like, what's the word? I know from riding my 9.7 it's smaller, and I hear like this thud type thing because this bike is so heavy on the front. This needs to be big to have like less flexion.
Yeah,
So-
it's a bigger bearing. So most of the time it's an 1.5 inch bearing, and this is a 1.8 inch bearing.
And
So it's a
in-
new size.
And in my head, even though I haven't ridden it, I think that having this bigger bearing would solve that feeling of that thud, 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 possibly, because there's more surface area holding all this up. Am I right? Mm-hmm. So that's kind of like one of my thoughts in my head, and I talk a little bit layman's terms, you know. These
Seat
tires
posts.
are really good. These came on my Trek Rail 9.7, and I love them. I think they hook up great. I really do. And they're wide enough too, you know? So that's a really great tire. So on the computer, I already took some slow-mos of that, so we can kind of go through that.
And it's
anything you want to talk about?
the seat post is bigger.
Oh yeah, this is wider, so basically there's less flex in it. Anything wider, there's less flex, more stability, you know. Obviously, a dropper post, I would honestly upgrade that to the RockShox, the Bluetooth one.
Did you talk about this the Gen 3 smart system?
I'm not sure, I don't really know much about this because I don't have it. So what do you mean?
So this is a different system. The remote looks a little bit different.
Yeah, I knew that. The toggle
Everything-
feels more,
Yeah, everything
more
works
controllable.
different.
It says see ya.
Yeah, you turn it on.
Turn it on right here.
And then this is removable. So like if you're driving in the rain or you don't want somebody to steal it.
And I was told that even though this is off, you can still use it. You just don't get all your data.
Yeah,
correct?
well, clarify that. Like if you remove this, you can still turn the bike on and use it.
Yeah, you just don't have like all
You
your
just don't see
information.
all your
Where
data.
if you remove mine, I can't use my bike, can I?
No.
Okay, so that's why I don't remove it. Some of my friends, they have the rails, and they'll take their computer off, and I don't. I'm like, because I know something's gonna happen to it. Yeah, I want to use my bike, you know. But at the end of the day, you know, if I don't have it, then I guess I write it off, which is fine too. All right, so peace out. I hope you guys like this video and subscribe.